So there it is, and here we are to preview the TAB 2014 Melbourne Cup. Another very exciting field put together, and Simone, last year's winner Black Magic Opal was a sensational win.
Absolutely, James, and we'll have another sensational winner on Friday night. Can't wait. This is the best time of the year with the greyhound racing.
Best time of the year, biggest race of the year, $420,000 to the winner. And for the first time on GRVextra, we've got your chance to win a TAB betting voucher from home as well. So stay tuned for that one. We've got TAB's Nick Quinn to do a market update for both the Solo Bold Trees at Group 1 and the TAB Melbourne Cup. So let's take a look at the box draw now for the TAB Melbourne Cup, starting with 1 Kibo.
He is the favourite, Kibo, and perhaps drawn better wide, but can't dispute him off the red.
Yes, number 2 being Chica Destacada. She's racing in terrific form, with number 3 being above all.
Has a big motor, this greyhound.
Over to greyhound 4, Awesome Project, another of the Darren McDonald runners, and we move on to 5, Cosmic Wise.
An honest chaser, but box 5 has done her no favours.
The West Australian sprinter, Star Recall, drawn 6.
Geelong Cup winner Lucan of Val, can he show that early pace from box 7?
And box 8, Dinah Villa, the perfect 7 from 7 here at the track, lining up from box 8. Reserves being Corborn Whip and My Bro Fabio, so a cracking field there.
Sure is, James, and gee, a great field assembled too. They all went within a few lengths of each other in the heats, and looking forward to the final. But we'll take a look at Chica Destacada, a great run by this greyhound. Bombed the start from the red in the Top Gun, ran a prelude, a great run last week and into the heat last Thursday night from box 6, and a terrific run. Terrific run indeed, just burnt over straight down to the inside, but held a little bit off the fence, which I think might give Kibo a nice run, as we see here, probably sitting 1 or 2 off the fence. Corborn Whip, Banjo Boy were chasing hard, but they were no match from this outstanding girl from Sydney. That's right, and I think she's getting better with these runs at Sandown, so who knows, the Melbourne Cup might be the next victory here, but like you said, she might give Kibo a little bit of room to move, but if she can run a 5.02 to the first mark, and that 29.22 overall, I've put her on top, James.
Put her on top. Well, what we'll do, we'll head over to Nick Quinn at TAB. He's joining us with a market update for the TAB Melbourne Cup and Bold Tree. So over to you, Nick.
A TAB market update.
Hello punters, Nick Quinn here.
And I'm Ellie Wicks. So Nick, what will you be doing on Friday night?
Ellie, I'm flattered but spoken for. And my attention will be at Sandown Park for the Group 1 Melbourne Cup. It's going to be an absolute cracking edition of the race, with Tebow now the $2.40 favourite after drawing very nicely in box 1. There was a couple of upsets in the heats last week, but he shot from $13 to outright favourite on the back of a very impressive victory. We can have a look at the full market now, where we can see Above All and Dinah Villa on the next line of betting at $4.40, with Chica Destacado drawn nicely in box number 2 in there at $7. Remember punters, if you do have a bet on the Melbourne Cup and your dog does finish second, you get a bonus bet refund up to $50, so another little incentive to have a bet on the world's richest greyhound race.
Well, it certainly will be a great race, but Nick, also very intrigued by the stayers.
Yeah, look, the Stainer race, the Bold Trees, it's going to be an absolute cracker. Ironically, the 2 at the top of the market were actually beaten in their heats last week. Sweet It Is, though, is the dominant favourite. Now an even money chance after drawing box number 3 in from $2.30. She's the one the punters do want. Having a look at the field, as you can see, Blinkers On was a tragedy beaten last Thursday night in its heat. This week, drawn box number 8 again is the $2.70 second elect, but punters are really warming to the favourite, Sweet It Is. Could even jump an odds-on favourite if the money does continue in the Bold Trees. It's going to be a cracking night at Sandown on Friday night, normally Thursday night, this night, Friday night. Ali, will you be there?
Wouldn't miss it for the world. I'll be there with the TAB promo girls, so come and say hello, punters.
You've sold me, and in the meantime, if you do feel like having a flutter, you can jump online and go to tab.com.au.
Oh, absolutely, Nick. I'm sure you've pushed a couple of extra people to head over to Sandown Park, with plenty happening on and off the track, and they're expecting a tight squeeze as well, with a couple of renovations down there, Simone.
That's right, James. So you might have to get there early, because they are expecting that they might have a lockout. But with all the things going on, James, you've got Nitro Circus, celebrities. You have your chance to win $600,000 in cash on the wheel. There's $1.2 million in prizes for the night, holidays, all sorts of things. So suggest you get to Sandown early, and it's not just all that entertainment, James.
Yeah.
It's the dogs providing the biggest entertainment.
Well, that's exactly right. The dogs themselves, $600,000 cash on the line if you do happen to head to Sandown Park, so why not get there? There could be a lockout, so get in early because it's going to be the biggest night of greyhound racing throughout the year. Now let's rip into our selections for the TAB Melbourne Cup. We'll start with you, Simone.
I've put GRVextra on top here. I think if she can repeat that early speed, the 5.02 to the first mark, she'll land herself a length in front of Kibo on her inside, above all on her outside. I've put number 1 Kibo in for second. I'm not going to go against the punters, but if he had been drawn out wide, I think he would have been my top pick. Number 3 Above All and 8 Dynavilla. How about you, James?
Well, very similar numbers here, Simone. I've settled on number 1 Kibo to win. I'm going numbers 1, 2, 3 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 8 for me. I think Kibo, look, I've been up and down about him. He's drawn well. I think GRVextra will give him room. So I'm going 1 on top to beat 2 GRVextra, 3 Above All and number 8 Dynavilla. He'll be carving over early with Luca Novelka. And touching on Luca Novelka, it's hard to leave him out. He's such a reliable sprinter with the Geelong Cup form line as well, which we've seen Dynatron do the double very, very recently. Haranui Hitman won the Geelong Cup, placed in the Melbourne Cup, and of course last year Black Magic Opal did the double as well.
That's right, but it was only his first start at Sandown last week, so I think if he had had a couple of other runs to see how strong he can really run it out, he might have been up in the top selections. But James, we've been laying it on the line for long enough now, giving our tips, some good, some not so good. So it's our viewers at home's a chance to try and pick some winners and win a TAB voucher.
Indeed it is. On behalf of TAB, we're giving you, the listener, a chance to win a TAB voucher, and all you have to do is hashtag GRV Melb Cup to either Twitter or Facebook with your quinella. Now that quinella happens to salute you going to the draw to win yourself a TAB betting voucher, so it's easy as that. GRV Melb Cup, the hashtag. You can do that on Facebook or Twitter and you're in the draw. So before we finish up here, let's have a look at the Group 1 Bold Trease tips now, Simone. And I'm settling on greyhound number 8. Blinkers on, I think, in terrific form. Drawn okay to beat 3 Sweet It Is. If she gets any luck, she'll be, well, she should be winning realistically. Then 4 Space Star and Mystic Twist, 8, 3, 4 and 6.
Well, I'm putting Space Star on top. I thought it was a terrific run last week and another run at Sandown. I think he, just that change of scenery from Wentworth Park. So Space Star over 3, 8 and 1.
And there wouldn't be too many dogs that in their first run, Simone, have broken a track record over 6.18. Space Star, of course, going 35 dead to win at Richmond on debut. So a very exciting dog. Well, there's one place to be on Friday, the 21st of November. That's Sandown Park for the TAB Melbourne Cup.